I understand there's a lot of people out there right now that think that this episode of SmackDown Live for April the 10th, 2018, the post SmackDown Live after WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans, was a very good show. I've been seeing that on social media today after SmackDown Live went off the air. And if that is the case, I personally feel that the standard has gone so low. Don't get me wrong. Compare this episode of SmackDown Live with other episodes of SmackDown Live before WrestleMania. Yes, it was a better episode, but I'll be honest with you guys. I feel like this episode of SmackDown Live left so much to be desired. Like something was missing almost. Don't get me wrong, there were some good parts of the show, all you want, but it's just like, okay, these are supposed to be the episodes after WrestleMania. The episode where they throw out what they're going to do for the so-called new season, right? And Raw, last night I said, it was a good show, but something was missing. That wow factor, if you will. And SmackDown Live tonight, I felt the same way, where I thought the show was just there, like disappointing more than anything. But I felt like at the same time, something was just missing, if you will. Raw last night, they got as new additions, if you will, to the main roster from NXT, Ember Moon, No Way Jose for no reason whatsoever, the Authors of Pain, and the returning Bobby Lashley. And tonight, SmackDown Live got the iconic duo, and that's it. And don't get me wrong. I am happy that Peyton Royce and Billie Kay are now on the main roster. I always thought, hey, they would go in to the main roster after SummerSlam this past year. And that didn't happen. Maybe after the Royal Rumble, they'll be added to that Women's Rumble match, and that never happened. Peyton Royce was actually in the Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania. Great to see, and that kind of gave you the hint. She wasn't on Raw last night with Billie Kay. And hey, I personally thought WWE pulled off some bullshit. I thought WWE would be the one to put Billie Kay on Raw and Peyton Royce on SmackDown. Because again, don't let that surpass them. Because they will do some BS like that. Because it's WWE. And they're on SmackDown Live. They had their moment. It was great. But I felt like, me personally, I thought we were going to get also Andrade Cien Alma. Because let's be real about it. Andrade right now, who is he going to feud with now? Let's be real about it. It's not like we're going to see the rematch again between Andrade Cien Alma and Aleister Black on NXT. Right? Maybe with Drew McIntyre, but still even that, Cassius Ohno, I thought, was going to make his way to the main roster tonight. Let's be real about it. On NXT, Cassius Ohno has been nothing more than a punching bag for all these newcomers. Maybe Lars Sullivan, for shits and giggles, as well, make his way to the main roster tonight. Or hell, maybe even Sanity. I've been hearing people saying Sanity. Gargano, I feel like, honestly, should stay at NXT just a little longer. But that's what I thought tonight. And instead, we only got Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. I just feel like we needed some more call-ups just to spice things up. Especially with the fact that, hey, we're getting this superstar shakeup, right? But, wait, what do I know? But that's my take on that. Anywho, guys, what is up? It's me, it's Steve here. This is my SmackDown Live review for April 10th, 2018. The post SmackDown Live after WrestleMania 34. And like I said before, honestly, this show to me just felt very, very, very disappointing, to say the least. But that's my honest opinion, guys. Give me your thoughts down below in the comment threads. What your take on the show, if you hated it, if you liked it actually, or you probably felt like me, where something was just missing as a whole. I really want to hear from you guys down below in the comment threads, or if not on Twitter, at HeelSteven, where I tweet with all you motherflowers. During Raw, during SmackDown, during NXT, during the pay-per-views, and all that fun stuff, motherflowers. So, this show kicked off with Shane McMahon, who literally thanked all the fans for helping make WrestleMania 34 a success. I don't know about that, Shane. I don't know about that. Just rewatch the show and think again. Just saying. And praised the return of Daniel Bryan. And he said that he accepted Bryan's resignation of being the SmackDown Live general manager. And then he introduced the new SmackDown general manager. and that being Paige. That's right, Paige, the same Paige that retired last night on Monday Night Raw, is now the new SmackDown Live general manager. And Paige thanked the fan and said she wanted to make this night special, right? She wanted to make it special, so she announced that Daniel Bryan will have his first televised match in 3 years against AJ Styles. People were chanting Styles before Paige even said AJ Styles. Now listen, Paige isn't going anywhere. Let's get that clear. You gotta remember this. They're doing a movie with the family of Paige, Fighting for My Family, something like that. And you need Paige to do all these PRs, hype up the movie. So it'll be dumb to have her retire and then let her go. At the same time, I feel like her being an on-air character as a general manager, as an authority figure, is awesome. I'm all for it. And I look forward to seeing what happens down the road with Paige as a new SmackDown Live general manager. So that's what we got. And we got, apparently, yeah, Styles versus Bryan as the main event. And when I heard that, I'm like, are you kidding me? We're giving this match away on television instead of a pay-per-view where it should be. Let's be real about it. This should be on a SummerSlam. Yeah, I get it, WrestleMania, but you're not going to wait a fucking year for WrestleMania now. This should be on a Big Four. A fucking SummerSlam at Barclays Center, or at a Royal Rumble, a Survivor Series. That's where this match should be at, not free on television. I get it. It's the SmackDown Live after WrestleMania. It's the shows where you want to go with a bang. But come on. Why are we giving this away for free on television? It's like a couple weeks ago. Remember, it was Fastlane and they had that six-pack challenge. And the week before, or the Go Home show, they did a Fatal 5-Way with the guy from the six-pack challenge. That's what it felt like to me almost. Like, why are we doing this? Why are we giving this away for free? You know? But then we had the first match of the night. We had the Usos versus the New Day. And I guess the winners of this match were going to go on to face the Bludgeon Brothers at the Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. And let's be real about it. Okay, yes, these two guys have had numerous matches that were good. They always go out there and they deliver. Don't get me wrong. But let's be real about it. Let's keep it 100 now. Let's keep it 100. How many times are they going to go at it every single time? Seriously. It's like Raw a couple weeks ago. They were giving you the same tag team match between Absolution and Bayley and Sasha. Or the same Seth Rollins-Finn Balor match. Or the same Miz versus Rollins match. It's like, come on, really? Like, why are we still doing this the same thing week after week after week? And yes, it was a good match, all you want. But with all said and done, the Usos got the win after Jey Uso pinned Xavier Woods after hitting the top rope splash. And then the Bludgeon Brothers showed up and they went to taunt the Usos. I mean, listen, the Greatest Royal Rumble is literally 2 weeks from now. So I personally don't see the Bludgeon Brothers dropping the belt in Saudi Arabia. I think it'll be dumb, but let's see what they do with that. We then had Naomi versus Natalya. Apparently, this match was billed after a backstage segment early in the day where Naomi was talking about her win from the women's battle royal at WrestleMania and from the kickoff show. And Natalya pretty much went to taunt her, saying that it wasn't right that she won. It was so 7th grade. And apparently, being at the Superstar Shakeup coming up, that she hopes that Naomi goes on to Raw and leaves SmackDown Live. And Naomi said, hey, you're right. You know, being at the Superstar Shakeup, this is probably the last time that I get to put my hands on you and beat you up. So they had an impromptu match that was made official right there and there on SmackDown Live. Literally, this was the setup to hype up the Superstar Shakeup next week. So there you go with that. This match, for what it was, I'll be honest, I really wasn't digging it. It was just there, whatever. Naomi pinned Natalya after hitting the split-legged moonsault. There you go with that. Again, I just wasn't feeling it. Like, whatever. You know, cut the piss break. This was literally the piss break of the show. We had Renee Young backstage trying to interview Shinsuke Nakamura, who's in his locker room, after we all know Shinsuke Nakamura is now a heel after attacking AJ Styles at WrestleMania. And she literally went and she asked, you know, why he attacked AJ Styles after the WrestleMania match. And Nakamura said, hey, he is sorry. He did not mean to do that to AJ Styles. I guess he got emotional. and he just sounds so much of a dick. So like, you know, not very sincere with it. And Renee Young pretty much called him out on it. And then Shinsuke with the line of the night, saying that, sorry, me no speak English, and walked away. So hilarious. Listen, you know, I'll be honest with you guys. I am starting to dig the Nakamura heel turn. I know it's too soon. I know it's too early. We should give it a couple more weeks to see where they go with this. But I'm enjoying what they've done thus far, you know. And really, to be honest here, I feel like now this is what he needed. Let's be real about it. Shinsuke Nakamura as a babyface that's touching the main roster has been a failure. Complete, utter failure. And you can say, oh, it's the Jinder Mahal effect, losing to Jinder not once but twice, and he was coasting. But now a heel Shinsuke Nakamura, I think, honestly, can work. And I think, honestly, this could all work if you lead up, and I'm just saying this right now, because, again, apparently the current Universal Champion now has signed a new deal. If all this leads up to a match with Brock Lesnar. Just think about that for a minute. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Brock Lesnar somewhere down the road. Right? Just say, think about that for a minute. It could work. You build up Nakamura as this fucking badass machine that no one can fucking beat. A world beater, if you will. Goes up against Brock. Could work. If they do it right, though. If they do it fucking right. But again, Nakamura with the line of the night. Fucking amazing. Me no speak. It's like either this one or the last night's line from Kurt Angle. I heard TNA's hiring. All right. We then had Charlotte Flair come out to the ring and to wonder who she'll make magic with next in the ring. She wanted to thank everyone, especially Asuka. It was a hard-fought match at WrestleMania, back and forth. And then all of this, she got interrupted by the debuting iconic duo, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, who literally mocked her and say it's time to, you know, it's time to be out with the old and in with the new. And they went on to attack Charlotte Flair in the ring, outside the ring. They went for like a powerbomb outside the ring. Literally had their way with Charlotte Flair. Completely had their way with her. And then out came Carmella. Keep this in mind. People were chanting for Carmella. Carmella for the cash-in. And she came out, the whole building, as exhausted as the crowd was. Because, again, they were there since fucking Thursday and shit like that, or, you know, whatever. They literally lost their minds. When Carmella made that run to the ring, she grabbed the ref, I think it was Mike Chioda, and she was like telling, I'm cashing it. And Mike Chioda, for some reason, was very hesitant with it. Like, are you sure? Are you sure? Really? Like, at the same time, disgusted because, again, Charlotte got her ass destroyed, like literally beat up, if you will, by the iconic duo. No dirty thoughts, okay? And she was just screaming at Mike Chioda, yes, I'm cashing in. You do the cash in, and literally with the super kick, Carmella becomes the new SmackDown Women's Champion. And yeah, she had her moment where she cried, whatever. People went crazy for it. She got on the announce table, held the belt up. There was an interview backstage where she talked about the win, how, with every queen, there's always a princess ready to take the queen down. And she got emotional for a bit, and she said, all I'm going to do is thank myself, and went away. There you go with that. Again, it was about time, but at the same time, I feel like, okay, you have Charlotte, right? Charlotte beat Asuka at WrestleMania. She ended the streak. By the way, Asuka wasn't even on SmackDown tonight. Wasn't even on SmackDown. All this just so Carmella can cash in on the SmackDown after WrestleMania. I would have just done the whole Carmella cash in on Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania during the match. That way Asuka can still be undefeated. Because I'll be honest, I really am not a fan of Asuka now having the L in her record. That's just me, of course, okay? Take it for what it's worth. But I just feel like, again, you could still have Asuka be undefeated, just not have her be the one to eat the pin, have Charlotte eat the pin. I understand there's been talks that next year's WrestleMania, they want to do Charlotte and Ronda Rousey. That's why, Charlotte beat Asuka at WrestleMania because she has the name and all that. But still, even that, I mean, come on. It's just so ridiculous, okay? It'll still be a good match. I even heard that might even close the show at WrestleMania. That's a reach. We'll see how they end up building that up. All right. We then had, for some reason, a triple threat to crown the #1 contender for Jinder Mahal's U.S. Championship. And I guess the winner of this will get a U.S. title shot at Backlash. Not the Greatest Rumble, but a fucking Backlash. So we had Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Rusev. And you would think they would do the right thing here. The right thing. And have Rusev get the win. Who needs it? Let's be real about it. Rusev had no business getting pinned at WrestleMania. No business whatsoever. But no. Instead, Randy Orton pins Bobby Roode with the RKO and now gets a shot at Jinder Mahal at Backlash for the U.S. title. It's 2017 all over again, motherflowers. Literally, it's 2017 all over again. Literally, a year ago to this time of the year, almost a month or so, Jinder Mahal won the WWE Championship from Randy Orton at Backlash. How crazy is that, right? At Backlash. And now we go a year later, the same pay-per-view, and we're getting the same feud all over again. Only this time, Jinder is a mid-card champion, an undeserving mid-card champion. What the fuck have we done, motherflowers, to deserve this bullshit? That's what I want to know. Seriously, who drank Road Dogg's coffee? Who pissed on his coffee? That's what I want to know right now. But hey, it's so stupid. It's just so ridiculous. I'm sorry. If you're someone out there, you're going to tell me you look forward to this feud, don't lie to yourself. You're not cool. You're not hip. You're not trend-setting. You're just a delusional motherflower, right? You're just a delusional motherflower. Just saying. And then we get the main event. Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles going at it. And let's be real about it, right? If you would have told me years ago, that Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles would go at it and the main event of SmackDown, and AJ the WWE champion, I would have laughed at you. I completely would have laughed at you. And they had a good match. They totally went out. They had a very, very good match. Even though, again, I questioned, why are we giving this away on free television? Why not put this on a pay-per-view? I don't know, maybe a SummerSlam in Barclays Center? Right? I'm just saying. Build us up to SummerSlam. Right? Your next biggest show of the year. Your second biggest show of the year. And again, they had a very good match for what it was. Near falls here. Just good ground game here from both guys here as well. And there's a moment, right, where they do like a superplex from the top rope. You see Bryan holding his head. And when Bryan lands, you can just tell, oh, please don't get hurt again. Please don't get hurt again. Because be real about it. Now that Bryan is back and he's clear as a full-time performer, every time you see him wrestle now, when he takes these bumps, especially these bumps on his head, you cringe. You can't sit there and tell me that you're not going to cringe watching Bryan perform now. Because think about it. He's one bad bump away from officially being retired again. And during this match, obviously ended in no contest. Shinsuke Nakamura came out and hit a Kinshasa on both Bryan, and then he low-blowed Styles multiple times to close the show. Again, I am digging the new Shinsuke heel turn, even though it's kind of a reach to say that right now because it's only been a week. Even though I say at the same time, let's give it a couple more weeks to see where they go with this. But nonetheless, I'm enjoying it right now. Again, I feel like Shinsuke needed the heel turn. All you want. But I feel like, again, they did all this match as a whole. They gave it away on free TV just so Shinsuke can have his moment. Now, what I'm looking at right now, either at most likely Backlash, you gotta do it again. Run it back. Nakamura and Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles. And you know what? Because of what happened tonight, add Daniel Bryan to the mix. You're going to have to add Bryan to that mix as well. Because why the hell not? You want to revive SmackDown Live again? There you go. That's what you do. I know it's the Smarkfest match, but fuck it. But at the same time, we got this Superstar Shake-Up next week. And holy crap, can you imagine if Bryan goes to Raw? Can you imagine if Shinsuke goes to Raw? You literally ruined the whole thing. But knowing WWE, I wouldn't put it past them. I would not put it past them. Just saying. Alright? But nonetheless, SmackDown Live tonight, I felt like it was a disappointing show. I didn't hate it completely. I just felt like something was missing. More call-ups. Where was Andrade? Where was Lena Vega? Where was Cassius Ohno? Where the hell was Sanity? Where the hell was Lars Sullivan just for the fuck of it? Or where the hell was Johnny Wrestling? You know? Just stuff like that. We got the iconic duo, even though they made an impact. I get that with their debut. Carmella cashing successfully. But still, again, I just feel like for it being a post-WrestleMania show, you know, you need to go out there with a bang. To say, we're ready for the next season, if you will. But that's my honest opinion. Take it for what it's worth. I want to hear from you down below in the comments, Motherflower. Give me your thoughts down below in the comment thread of this video. If you enjoy SmackDown Live or not, I'll be back tomorrow with my NXT review. If you are new to this channel, Motherflower, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. You seem like Fonzie from Happy Days. Hey, Motherflower. Also, while you're at it, share this video throughout your entire social media. Facebook and Twitter, wherever you Motherflower share videos. And as always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's me, it's Steve. It is wrestling and whatever. Motherflower. Literally, the road to the greatest Royal Rumble and Backlash has begun. But I want to know for real. I really want to know. I really want to know. What the fuck have we done to get Jinder and Orton again? Seriously. Who the fuck pissed on Road Dogg's coffee? You see what happens, Motherflower, when you want to go and say on Twitter, hashtag find your Road Dogg. I'm a Motherflower saying hashtag find your Road Dogg. You see what happens now, Motherflowers? You're welcome.